What's good, Jill? And welcome to my review of the first episode of the 3-episode OVA series, Attack on Titan: The Lost Girls. Now, some of you might be asking, what the hell is Attack on Titan: The Lost Girls? Well, in case you, for all of you guys that are not in the know, or you did not see my trailer reaction, which, shockingly, guys, the video now has over 1,000 views. Yeah, I'm shocked too. I did not expect this video to get that many views. Like, I guess the YouTube algorithm was just on my side that day. But yeah, if you guys, okay, thanks you guys for liking the video, sharing it if you did, doing all this shit to get that video over to 1,000 views. This is the third video I have got to hit 1,000 views this year alone. The power of anime, everyone. Anyway, so let's begin. So Attack on Titan: The Lost Girls is a 3-episode OVA series based off a manga, which is based off a novel of the same name, focused entirely on Mikasa and Annie. And that's all I know. I don't know what part it goes into Mikasa and Annie. I don't know all that much details. I just know it's entirely focused on Mikasa and Annie, which is enough for me to just go out and watch it. And I'm sure it's a lot. That's all you need to know for a lot of you guys too. So let us begin. We start the episode off with Annie doing something to this guy. Like, someone's holding this dude and holding him up in pretty much the master lock, and then Annie's just tugging on the belt that's usually right on their chest. That's in Attack on Titan. There's always these guys are always rocking this belt on their chest that I guess holds in with all the whatever. Anyway, she's tugging. She's pulling at it for some reason. The dude's crying and yelling, "Stop, Annie, stop!" Then next thing we see is this dude getting eaten by a Titan. Annie's she's just crying, sad. I'm guessing one of her comrades died right in front of her. She wakes up, then she has this inner monologue where she gets stressed with her resting bitch face with zero emotion. She's just talking my mission is to capture Eren Yeager. My mission is just to capture Eren Yeager. So then Annie gets dressed. She's getting dressed, getting her hoodie on and everything. One of the other girls from the military police shows up. She's drying her hair. And Annie was reading this note. She pulls the note and starts reading. And the voice that's narrating it, I don't know if it's who I'm thinking, but I think that note was done by Reiner or Bertolt, because I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen Attack on Titan Season 2, so if any of you guys can confirm if the voice that was narrating was Reiner or Bertolt's Japanese voice actor, leave that down in the comment section below, because I swear, I think that was Reiner or Bertolt, and also judging by the cover of the thing, it has Reiner or Bertolt anyway. Then she asks her, hey, can I take tomorrow off? And she's like, today's our day off. Why don't you just do it today? She has oh, I got some business to attend to, and he got his own schedule. And so they decide. So she says, okay, cool. I got your back. I got your back for that. But but in return, can you do this favor for me? Which is, find this girl that's been missing for 5 days. And, because I'm excited, but it's too much of a hassle. Can you take care of it? So alright, fine. They trade favors. They get that. Then we see Annie in the cafeteria, I'm guessing, while everyone else is eating lunch with the other guys. And one of the other guys from the military that looks like Yoon from Persona 4 comes in and he's like, "Hey Annie, you work on your day off?" He's like, I'm bored. And then she's also has this internal monologue talking about the girl, her name is Carly, and she's the only daughter to this chairman at this company. And so he has and she says I'm just doing I'm just busy, got some stuff to do. And then she has another internal monologue where she finds that she likes to keep herself busy so she doesn't have to think about tomorrow. And then she visits her father, Carly's father, the kidnapped girl, and she interrogates him, tries to get as much information out of him as she can, which not really much, because her father definitely likes to keep out of her life, so they don't really intervene with each other's life other than have dinner every night. Besides that, he knows fuck all. And Annie notices that he's hiding something. So, one of the things she got out of while he was talking was that she realized she was then talking to Marlowe, I believe his name was. They're talking, and then she realized she remembers something, gives her the eureka moment. She asks Marlowe to see the records. She finds out that she was actually arrested for being drunk outside of a bar, or sleeping drunk outside of a bar. Something to do with drunks and bars, being drunk at a bar. She visits the bar, asks the bartender if she knows who the girl is. He doesn't, or he doesn't. Well, he doesn't know. Keyword doesn't. I mean in quotations. So she puts a coin on the desk and she asks for a lemonade. So she drinks it. And then she hits up, then she checks out this table with these three dudes. And she has like, do you know, and none of the guys all act like they don't know, and the big guy actually, tries to like grab Annie's ass, which is a big mistake, very big mistake. You do not want to fuck with Annie, because she will kill you. Which she then does. She tries to tries to grab her ass. She grabs his arm, breaks it, then takes down the other two, knees and punches them. It's just Annie fighting, just glorious to watch. I mean, Annie's so freaking bad. I mean, I would definitely not fuck with her. I'd be like, hey, Annie, okay. I'd be like, okay, I'm backing away. So, so she ends up breaking the dude's arm. Then they start talking. Then they find out that that they didn't tell her because they thought she was over here to arrest her because they thought maybe she's in some shady business. And they'll talk about how she's loaded but yet her father's broke and some other stuff. And then the bartender fight starts like that they're not that acting like what shady business are you talking about? They're like, I don't know. And then, she's like, alright, I'll tell you that you were selling to minors, which will increase your drugs, because the dude was also carrying some drugs. And that's actually that's what happened. She actually saw the dude, you taking some illegal drugs. I think it was like Cardroid? I forget the exact drug's name. Then she lost it, then she left. And then, because these are illegal drugs, illegal drugs. So she's like, selling illegal drugs to minors, increase your sense. The bartender finally speaks up and said that they're not bullshitting, they're actually telling the truth, they don't know what the business is. So then the bartender speaks because he's like, oh, I didn't talk because I didn't want to interrupt my reading. Yes, his book's more important than helping Annie solve a case. Anyway. So he tells her that check her boyfriend. She'll probably know where to look and what's going down. He gives her an address, doesn't give her the exact because he doesn't know. And she's like, "How do you know so much?" He's like, "I'm a bartender. I know a lot of things," which is true. I mean, if you've been doing a bartender job for a while, you probably found out some shit. So she goes to the area where he said to go. The three guys. She tells hey. You guys know where I forget the dude's name. You know where he is? And she's like, nah. It's like, starting a fire here is illegal without a permit. I can arrest. I'll let it slide. You tell me where she is. He's like, nah. Then another dude tries to start shit with Annie. I mean, like, will these people ever learn not to fuck with her? Cause she will kill you in less than 5 minutes if she really wanted to. So then Annie beats all their asses. They give her the address. She walks in, the doors unlocked. She doesn't really find much other than drugs. And then she looks under the sheets, looks under the bed, and she finds a dead woman. I don't know. I think it might be Carly, but I might be mistaken. And actually shakens her up. She's like, whoa! She backs away, which makes me surprised. So yeah, she backs away. Then someone starts knocking on the door. And she makes a break for the door, and right before she gets to it, it ends. The episode ends there in a massive cliffhanger. Now, overall, fantastic episode. I love Attack on Titan, and I love that we're getting a whole OVA series focused entirely on Annie and Mikasa. The next episode, I'm guessing, is probably gonna focus on Mikasa, and maybe a little bit of Annie, just to get some resolution on that cliffhanger that we left off. And one thing I really hope we get to see. I hope in this OVA we see who won that fight between Annie and Mikasa. Because you gotta remember in season 2, they were teasing a fight that happened between Mikasa and Annie. And I know we all wanted to see that fight. So I hope maybe the final episode we see them going down. That's what I would like to see, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. So yeah, my final verdict for this week's for Attack on Titan: The Lost Girls first episode is a 9 out of 10. The next episode we'll probably won't see for a while because these 3 episodes are actually bundled with the manga volumes in Japan, the 13th, the 14th, the 15th volume, if I'm not mistaken. So probably like a couple months we'll see the next episode. And also, guys, you'll probably notice the thumbnail looks like really low res. That's because I couldn't find any HD versions of this. Well, I didn't really look that hard, but if you guys find any HD versions, maybe tweet at me so I can check this out in glorious HD. Because, 480p is 480p. But yeah. So yeah, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter. I feel like links are in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time. Also, guys, expect a review for Jumanji either today or tomorrow. See you next time, guys.